Hello, I am Kiera Williams, owner, CEO of Business in a Bag, and I just wanted to have this power class to show you guys how simple it is to get your business credit started. It's very easy, it's very simple, and I'm here to help. So starting off, I just want to introduce myself and tell you guys how I got into this space, how the company started, and then I'll get into the good stuff. First and foremost, I was sitting at my dining room table with my friend. She wanted me to do her EIN for her. She had been asking me to do this for about a year. I sent her the link. I told her it only took 10 minutes to do, and this is the answers. And she was like, but I still want you to do it for me. I say, oh, well, I'm going to charge you then. You want me to do it? I'm giving you all the information you need, and you still need me to do it? I might as well charge you. That's how Business in a Bag was grown. From that conversation, I'm like, and I'm going to call it Business in a Bag. And here we are. This has started... My business started technically, let's say in August of 2020, during Corona, during COVID. And in that short time frame, I've just been accredited with the Better Business Bureau. I'm on Yelp. You can 411 me. You can Google Business in a Bag. We're everywhere. And the reason that is because I'm sure everyone knows people who have successful businesses that they've been running for years, but if you Google them, you won't find them. If you try to search them in Yelp, they're not there. It's because it's certain steps that I took to make sure that my name popped up when you look for me. And that's what I want to do for you. I first and foremost want to make your business look and feel like a Fortune 500 company. First and foremost, we're going to start there. I'm going to tell you the ins and outs of what you need to do and how you need to do it to when they search you, you pop up. When you apply for loans and credit cards, they're going to Google you. They're going to go to your website. They're going to check you out. When I applied for the Better Business Bureau, the dude, he called me on the phone. As he was talking to me, he's on my website. He's like, I like your format. I like your font. I'm like, you on my website? He's like, yes. Which lets me know that was just the Better Business Bureau. When you're applying for credit cards and loans, they're definitely checking you out. And if you're not prepared, if your website isn't up, if it's not running, if it's not fully functionable, if you don't have, and this is a free game, so I hope you guys are taking notes. If you don't have a domain name, an email address like businessinabag.com, if it's businessinabag@gmail.com, that looks low budget. The banks are not going to deal with you off just that alone. They're going to deny your application just because, oh no, she not. And you could be making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, and they're still going to look at you weird because of just those little things. You also need a business address. Simple. Most people don't know that that's what you need. Not necessarily something that is your home address per se. When the banks are looking at your business and your application and your loan, they're going to Google your address. They don't want to Google and see your house and your kids playing in the yard. They don't want to see that. So if that's what you're doing and you're getting denied, these are little tips that I'm telling you work. You may want to get something that we call a virtual address. When you get a virtual address, when they Google that address, it's a fully functioning office building. And you have a suite inside, a virtual suite, but a suite nonetheless. And what they'll also do is you get your mail sent there. They'll scan your mail and upload it and email it to you. So you don't necessarily have to pay the price to rent a space, but you have the big business space look. Make any sense? All right, so that's a couple things that just getting off the board that we got to start doing to look like Fortune 500 companies. Another thing banks are looking at, they're looking at, what do we say, the email address, your website, the domain name, the virtual address, your phone number. Everybody got a cell phone. That's great. I love it. That shouldn't be your business line. Period. No, it sounds good, and I know you like to pick it up. Hey, what up, girl? The next call, hey, Business in the Bag. How do you know the difference if it's a customer or if it's your homegirl? How do you know to turn your music down? You might need to step outside the party because it's a business call. Simple thing is what we call a virtual number for your business. Something as simple as Grasshopper. It's about $30 a month, but when you're investing in yourself, it's worth it. Just so we're clear, I don't want. Even with the email, the businessinabag.com, it's like $12 a month. So it will be a bill, but it's an investment. That money will bring you back so much. So I don't want you to be like, oh, I gotta pay this. If you are serious about getting your business off the ground and becoming financially I don't even want to say stable, because we're not doing stable. We're going great. You know, you want to be financially successful. You want to do these small steps. Put your budget to the side. You know, put your couple dollars to the side every month for your phone number, for your email address. You know what I mean? Something you want to do. And those are just the small things that a lot of people, they don't know, and that's why they're not getting the results that they need to get. So I'm giving you guys the time to write that down. Please take notes. Like, don't just listen to it, because I've listened to a lot of people talk, and some stuff, it catches me and I'll remember it tomorrow, but some stuff in one ear, out the other. I don't want this to be like that. I want you guys to take this information, use it. My number is on Facebook. I'll give you my information to reach out to me, but call me if you have any questions. I'm doing, just because I'm launching, I'm doing free 30-minute consultations. So I don't want you guys to think, well, I want to call her and ask her a question, but I don't want her to charge me. I have love for my people. You know, I want us to succeed, so that's my goal. 30-minute consultations, I'm doing it the whole rest of January. So get in, call me. I have way more knowledge than you may think. And even if you call me and, you know, we schedule an appointment, have your questions down. Don't just call and see what I'm going to say, because I'm going to ask you some questions, and I'm going to want you to answer me. So have your questions down. Let me know what you need help with, and I'll help, you know, in that 30 minutes. Okay. So those 3 things are very important, and that's just with starting a business. Even if you got your LLC, your EIN, and your DUNS number. Bringing up DUNS numbers, people always ask me, what is a DUNS number? Great question. A DUNS number is, well, I'll say Duns and Bradstreet is like the #1 credit bureau for businesses. So let's say you want to apply for a credit card or apply for a loan. They're not going to go to your personal Experian or your personal Equifax. They're going to go to, more than likely, Duns and Bradstreet. They handle like 80% of all credit business, right? So they're the bureau that handles 80% of business credit. You also have Equifax Business and Experian Business. Let's say they do 10 and 10 apiece. So you want to get in good graces with Duns and Bradstreet, because they're the big dogs. Okay. So with that being said, if you apply for a loan or you apply for a credit card, they're going to check Duns and Bradstreet to see what have you been doing. What is on your business's credit report? Who have you been doing business with? If you don't have an account, you're going to get denied, first and foremost. So everyone who's starting a business, you need a DUNS number. Write that down. Duns and Bradstreet. Very important thing to know. Another thing that people don't necessarily know, but that you need to know when starting a business or maneuvering through this thing, is, unlike personal credit, business credit is a whole different beast, and the rules are different. The way you maneuver it is very different than your personal credit. For example, let's say you take advantage of my offer, you get going, and you get a credit card for $10,000. Great, right? And you're thinking, well, hey, I can only spend 300 of these dollars because you can only have a 30%, ratio from the card. With business credit, you can spend the whole $10,000 and your credit will not plummet. It actually will go up as long as you pay it monthly. Total different ballgame than personal.
Okay.
Write that down, because the same rules don't apply here that it does in personal credit, which means that you're going to get higher limits for these cards, and you're going to have more time to pay them back. So let's say personal credit side, you get $1,000, because personal credit, they're going to give you the lowest end of some stuff. So let's say you get $1,000 credit card with your personal credit, and you spend the whole $1,000. Your credit's going down, you're going down, everything's going down. Business credit, spend the whole thing, great. If you do that same thing, that $1,000, and you spend it, and you pay the minimum monthly amount every month, your credit's still going to keep going down, because you're paying just pennies on the dollar. With business credit, they don't care. As long as you're paying that monthly, your credit's still going to go up. Most people don't know that. So you move a little different on the business credit side. And with that being said, you get higher amounts on the business credit side than you get on the personal credit side. So personal credit, you give your first credit card, they may give you $1,000. More than likely, they're going to give you $300. Personal credit, you jumping off the boat, they might throw you $5,000. They might throw you $10,000 for your first one, because it's business credit. They know you're trying to make money, so they're going to give you more money to make more money. Okay, so that's that part. Next step, or just some more free game that I'm offering you, and I hope you guys are taking notes, would be see. When you guys are, oh, another thing that I see people do all the time that I just want to give some clarity on, Cash App. And you have businesses, you're selling food, you're selling hair, you're doing makeup, and everybody's Cash Apping you, Cash Apping you, Cash Apping you. That is fine, because get your bread, right? But make sure that you have a business account attached to your Cash App, not just your personal account, or not just your debit card that goes to, have a business account, because every dollar that goes into your Cash App, at the end of the day or the end of the week, if you put all that money into the business account, it doesn't have to stay there. You can put it in there same day and the next minute take it out. As long as the bank sees that you have money coming in, you're golden. Now you have a history with the bank on a business level, and when you go to them and you need funding, they're like, hey, oh, we sent you, baby girl, you've been making them sales. I'm gonna give you this much. Versus you just walking the door, I need a business account, I need 10,000. What have you done? What do I have to look at? What you know what I mean? It's a whole different ballgame when you have transactions in your account. You talk to different people. You walk in the bank different, like, hey, how you doing? Versus, excuse me, sir, could you please help me? I need help. No, it's a whole different. So take that Cash App money, put it into those business accounts every day. Hit the deposit button. Even if you go take the money right out, or you Cash App it right back to yourself, as long as it hits that account, that's all you need. People, a lot of businesses, I notice they don't have PayPal accounts. That's the thing. PayPal gives money to businesses. I'm gonna take questions. I see people raising their hands. Write y'all questions down. I'm definitely gonna take questions for people here and on Facebook. So if you guys have any questions, please put them in the link. I mean, you know, the comment section, and I'll answer them. But PayPal is a great resource for businesses. They allow you first and foremost to open an account for free. You can take payments through PayPal. Let's just say, for instance, my business. I wanted to get PayPal's attention, right? Because I want some money from them. I can say, hey, all of my customers that I have, send your money straight through PayPal. And then, let's say I'm working a job, my direct deposit money. I'm going to take that out of my bank account, put it in PayPal too. Let's just say, as much money that hits that account, that's better for you. So I've seen people, and I'm not telling nobody to do this, but I'm just going to give you scenarios of what I have seen people do. I have seen people take 20 friends and give them all $200, let's say. Hey, here's $200 in cash. Can you PayPal it back to me? Make sense? As long as we're here. So whatever it takes, funnel all your sales through PayPal. Square is another great resource. They give out money. If they see that you're getting sales, you're making sales, they'll offer you $10,000. You don't even have to ask for it. I know a lot of people like, yeah, they be in my inbox all the time, in my email all the time, trying to get me to take their credit card. You might want to take it, because they're going to be put to Duns and Bradstreet for you. That's going to build your business credit. You might not even need the money or think you need the money. Take it. It's building your business credit, and trust me, it'll benefit you. Another thing that I noticed that people do that is not healthy for a business is, I don't know how to say this. People are sensitive these days. So, I know, okay, so people are taking their earned cash, taking it and investing it and taking it, and let's say you sell hair, they're taking all their check and buying bundles to sell. That's great, because that's how you get off your business off the ground. But I know information that will help you to keep your money in your pocket, to do whatever you choose, and you're going to spend the bank's money to buy your bundles, to buy your nail supplies, to buy your food supplies, to buy everything. You're going to spend their money to do it, and you're going to pay them slowly. If you buy, let's say you sell food, and you buy $1,000 worth of food, because you're going to sell food this whole weekend. Great. You used their money to do it, you kept your $1,000, and you made money off of that money, and then you could pay them back with the minimum, and use that money to funnel something else with your business. You know what I mean? Or catch up on bills, but you want to keep your cash to yourself. Cash is invaluable. Credit is everywhere, but cash, it's hard to come by, just so we're clear. Keep cash, spend credit. Like, if you don't take anything else from this seminar, keep your cash and spend your credit. It's super simple to do the program that I'm offering. Oh, let me tell you about it. So I'm offering a business corporate credit program. What it's doing is it's not affecting your personal credit at all. I know some people have bad credit. My credit isn't the best. So this program, it's going to allow you to get accounts with major companies that only do business with other businesses without using your own social security number, or without using your own social security number, period. And what that does is, let's say you get the business credit and something happens, God forbid, a death in the family, or, foreclosure or something like that, and you can't pay the money back. What happens then? It won't affect your personal credit, is what I'm telling you. You can file bankruptcy on your business. Your personal credit is still intact. Whatever, if it was good, it's still good. If it was bad, yeah, it's still bad. But the business portion will not affect that at all. So that's the great thing about this. You can do it with bad credit. I know a lot of people are like, well, I just got my credit to 750 just so I could get these business loans. Like, yeah, that's great. Congratulations. I'm trying to get there myself. But with my system, you don't need it. You don't need good credit. You don't need your credit at all, actually. These businesses will give you money, or they'll give you credit just because you're a business, just because you have your EIN and your LLC, just because on that alone, and your DUNS number, they'll give you credit on that. So let's say, like Ebony's here, my friend Ebony's here. She sells food. She's a caterer. Great cooking, great food. Tag yourself in the comments too so they get you. What I'm going to do for her is, instead of when she's selling food and she has to go buy the cups and the plates and the spoons and the forks and everything that she has to buy, she's going to buy that on her business credit. They're going to give it to her free. The first day she applies for it, they're going to say, what do you like to buy from us? She's going to say, I want some pans, I want the spoons, the spatulas, I want the little containers, I want the little, and they're going to send it to her without her paying a dime. Just because she has her EIN and her LLC and her DUNS number. That's the only qualification for it. They're going to send her that. She's going to pay for it in 30 days. Because again, she's keeping her cash. She's spending credit and not cash, right? Because that's the goal. She's going to pay for those things in 30 days. You know what she would have done in 30 days with that money that they gave her? With those supplies? She done sold dinners 20 times in a month. She's going to buy enough so that she can sell dinners those 20 times in a month without having to buy the supplies out of pocket. After the 30 days, she's going to pay them back and do it all over again. Some of you guys are thinking, well, I don't sell food. I don't do hair. I don't got nothing I need to buy. These places will sell you Tide, honey. They'll sell you bleach. They'll sell you Dawn. You use these products. So it's not, well, I have to put this money. No, it's stuff you buy. Just stop going to Walmart and Target and buy it from these businesses that only do business with businesses. Save your cash until you have to pay them later. Does that sound good? Like, does that make sense to anybody? Like, saving your cash? You don't want to. What if you got an unnecessary a bill that pops up or an emergency? You don't have no money. Save your cash. Use credit. So that's just one example. These companies, they will sell you a motor. They'll sell you an engine for your car. So it's not any industry that you're in that they don't have something that they can sell to you or that you would need, that you're already buying. You know what I mean? They'll sell you a motor. They'll sell you. They'll sell you towels for your bathroom. They'll tell you, how you go into the restaurants and the place and they have that big dispenser roll of tissue? Guess who has one in her house? Guess who's not about to keep changing paper rolls all the time? And I bought it through them. 30 days. Pay back. Like, you use these products anyway. They have Scott, everything you use. Charmin, Cottonelle, whatever. They have it. So it's not I have to sacrifice these monies every month to get my business credit. No, just stop Walmart. Buy from here, and it may be just to be for the sake of transparency, it may be $1 more than Walmart, but isn't your financial freedom worth $1 or more? You know what I mean? So that's just one thing that we need to start doing. Stop using our cash. Everything is gonna be credit. Everyone else uses credit for everything. I don't know if you notice when you're in the store behind them, swiping cards. They're not pulling out no debit cards. They're pulling out credit cards. First of all, credit cards, they'll give you rewards points. Rewards points that you can use for cash back or to go on trips or take flights or whatever you want to do. Second of all, if you have good business credit, which is what you'll get once you get with me, your interest rate is nothing. 1%, 2%, 3%. It's not going to hurt you. I know people that have 26% interest rates on their car right now. You know what I mean? So doing it this way, you can even get cars. I don't know if people realize you can get cars in your business credit. You can buy homes. You can buy commercial properties. You know, Ebony, you selling food, we're going to get you a building. Ain't no point in not getting a building. When you got business credit, you can get a mortgage with your business's credit at a great interest rate because your business credit is high. Even if your personal credit is low, your business credit is going to be high when you do it to me. So yeah, we're just going to change the mindset of doing everything personally. We're not doing it no more. Everything is going to be on the business side. From this point forward, I want you to get a business mindset. I want you to sleep, eat, breathe business. Nothing more. Like, if you're really serious about taking you and your kids' life to the next level, you got to be serious. You got to be disciplined. This is a discipline thing. This is discipline. You have to be inspired. I hope I'm inspiring people here. I really hope you are getting inspired. Because if you can see yourself being rich or being successful in whatever you're trying to do, then it can happen. But if you can't see it, it'll never be. I had posted a status a while ago that said, we're going to turn those dreams into visions. When you dreaming, you sleeping. Right? Wake up. When you wake up and you serious vision, tunnel vision, you got to be woke for that one. We got to get into that realm. And I also don't want people to think like, well, she's just saying this because she came from money and not I said the cat. Not I said the cat. Came from the projects. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all watching me, y'all like, yeah, she lived at that building. You know what I mean? Like, this is not something that's only for people that grew up in the suburbs. No. I want to reach people that grew up in the hood. That was struggling. They like, I will do whatever to make it out and make my family successful. That's what I'm here for. That's why I'm doing this. I really just want everybody to get out of the poverty mindset. I know people don't like to hear the poverty word. People, you can get there. Like, but again, if you don't see it, if you can't see yourself hopping out that Bentley with that Birkin on your shoulder, you know what I'm saying, with your kids in tow with that Gucci, and do the actions that it takes to get there. It's an action thing. Like, posted a status a while ago that said love is the action word. It is. Business is the action word too. You have to do something. You can't just, well, I would just love to have a business one day and I would just love to help people and I would just love to make this much money. I seen an old girl, I follow her and she make this much money doing this. That's great. Let her inspire you to get off your butt and move. You know what I mean? Don't let her inspire you to just want to be rich. Let her inspire you to get up off the couch, write down your action plan, exactly what you want, how much money you would like to make, how you're going to make that money. Be very detailed. Like, I know y'all like, what is she talking about? But these are steps that I've taken to get here, to be talking in front of y'all now. Like, I was very detailed in what I wanted and how I wanted it to happen. Very detailed. Wrote down the steps. Another thing I'm just going to tell you guys, stop harboring these negative thoughts. This might not sound like business, but I swear it all ties into each other. Stop negatively affecting your life by thinking negative stuff. Everything you think, the Bible says, God is like creating a hand, and it's, it's creating what you said, what you thought, and what you say. Stop thinking negative, people. When you talk about your business, when you think about your business, think about it in the highest positivity light ever. Talk about it in the greatest form ever. I tell all my friends, I say this every day, at least once a day to somebody, I'm about to be rich real quick, real soon. They be like, I know, even if you don't know, I'm about to be rich real soon. I say it at least 3 times a day to 3 different people just to make sure God hear me, my faith activated because I know it, and I'm doing the work to get it done. That's the thing. Write down your thoughts. Write down how you feel. If your feelings ain't aligning with what you want to happen, put your feelings in check. Check them. Recheck them. Check them. Ask yourself, why do I feel like this? You have to literally sit yourself on the couch and be your own therapist. Why do I feel this way? What can I do to change these feelings? And change them. Wake up the next day with a new mindset, ready to handle your business and get it done. Okay, I'm done with that portion. But I hope that, I hope it inspired y'all, for real. Another thing I want to talk about, of course, we're talking about business credit. So, EIN number, I know everybody's on a different level, so I'll explain that. Some people may not even know what that is. I'll just give a quick synopsis. The EIN number is like the social security number for your business. The LLC is your business becoming incorporated. Now, mind you, everybody is screaming LLC. You don't have to get an LLC. If you, it's other things you can do. You can get an S corp. It's people that's getting nonprofits, but it's still incorporating your business. It's legal. It's a legal entity now when you do those things. So that's something you want to do. You want to be able to go to, they call it Laura. Go to the Laura site, type your name in, and your business pops up. If you can't do that, you're not legit. I don't care how much money you make. I don't care how much revenue you have coming in, what your profits are. Sorry. Get your paperwork in line. They're giving out all this grant money, and there's so many people who couldn't get it because they didn't have the documents. And it's super simple. I'm only charging $200 for the EIN, the LLC, and the DUNS. If you don't think that you can get it, please call me. Like I don't know how more or how simpler I can make it. Like I just want to see us succeed. And when I say us, I mean us. I want to see us succeed. Everybody else is doing it. Everywhere you look, on your corner, gas station, liquor store, you see people that don't look like us and they're taking your money. You're happily going in there. Let me get some chips. Hey, let me get some chips. Let me get that bottle. Happily going in there giving them your money. And that's why they are at the top. Hey, and we're trying to get up out this crab bucket. But I'm here to change that. I swear to God, I'm here to change the world. One business at a time. I promise you. That's what I'm here for. That's my goal. That's what Business in the Bag is going to be doing forever. Changing the world. Changing the landscape of how we see each other, how we see our communities, how we live in our communities. Clean the trash up, another thing. Clean the garbage up in the communities. Make it look decent. They don't respect us because we don't respect our communities. They come in like, they just throwing stuff on the ground. Clean it up. It look better. You'll feel better about it when you walk outside. Trust me, I got to clean up my yard too, so no shade. No shade. But it's just a thing, like when you go into these businesses, they're not us. We spend our money with everybody. And then, sad to say, got the nerve to complain about black companies and how, customer service. Yeah, we need to do better with the customer service. But I'll still rather support somebody that looks like me with bad customer service. If I have to go outside of my neighborhood to get it, somebody that don't look like me. And they still got bad customer service too. You know, I feel like they be having the best customer service. They throw your change in the thing, throw your little food at you, your little juice, knocking it over, shaking the fins out your pot there. And we still go back, am I wrong? We still go back. But when it comes to us, we can't give ourselves no grace. And we gotta start give each other grace. It might be their first business. They don't know how to handle customers. You might literally want to sit them down and say, hey, when you said this, I didn't like that. You may have should have wanted to say it this way. Versus, I hate black businesses. I can't support them. Don't do that. We tearing each other down. That's not 2021. None of that. I'm not even tearing down the girl who looked at me weird walking to the store. Like, no, hey, baby girl, you all right? You need something? Everything okay? Like, we can get out that mindset, that poverty mindset, that tear down. We got to build up. We building up everything. We building up these children, building these businesses, building up these communities. It's time. What we were always doing, it didn't work. I don't know if y'all noticed it. It's not working. Working a little bit, but they say if you keep doing the same thing, expecting different results, that's insanity. I won't speak no more on it. That's just enough within itself. It's time to make some changes so we can get better results, people. Now, with the business credit, have you guys seen how people, again, come to the United States, they're here for a year, they start the company, a business within a year, they're making $100,000 a year or more, easily more. And you're like, I've been here all this time, working my tail off at Chrysler, and can't even afford to buy a house. And these people that bought whole businesses, got employees trying to hire you for $10 an hour. You know what I mean? And you try to realize, how did that happen? What did they do that I didn't do? Corporate credit. That's what they did. They know the secret of corporate credit, and I'm trying to give it to y'all. So, with that being said, I'm leveling the playing field. I'm not charging a high rate for this because I really just want to see us succeed. So, for only $500, I'm giving you this information. And I want to make it clear that I'm not doing it for you. I don't want you to think that I'm going to do it for you. I'm going to sit and no. For $500, I'm empowering you to do it for yourself so that you can do it for your first business, because this is not just a one business thing. I hope once you get into this, you have your one business that you're starting, but then you're going to be like, oh, I like to make cakes too. Bakery. Oh, I like to help children too. Child care center. Open up more than one business. The possibilities are endless. $500, you can have up to $100,000 in 1 year at your disposal to do whatever you choose. You need more employees, hire them. You need to buy your inventory in bulk, you know, you selling clothes, you need to just buy a big shipment, do it. With somebody else's dime though, you know what I mean? It's time. So $500, I'm offering it. And just because I don't know, do you call this like a business, what do people call it when they breaking out in their a little party? They have a little party for their business. Yes. It's like my little grand opening celebration, you guys.
So soft opening, yes.
So, in the spirit of that, I'm actually cutting the price in half, $250. You can't beat this with a stick. I promise you can't. And if some people who don't know anything about corporate credit and how it works, I would advise you to Google it. YouTube it, whatever you need to do it to figure out that I'm telling the truth. You don't have to take my word for it. It's people that'll tell you they built their whole dynasty on corporate credit. They'll tell you. They won't tell you how to do it though. They're gonna want $5,000 for that. They are. But Google it. It's a thing and it works. And it's 100% legal as well. I want to keep that in mind. I want you to know it's 100% legal. And you can do this as often as you want to. And with as many businesses as you like. So I'll just tell you how I'm doing it just right now. I have business in the bag. I have a company called Beautiful by Design where, shout out, thank you Kiki for the space. I'm learning how to do the party favors and things like that. So once I get ready to, I have another business. I'm opening a business for my daughter. She wants to sell smoothies. Keep her in mind. She's going to be the smoothie queen soon. I'm doing one for her, and I'm going to build her business credit. I'm going to build my business credit. And then I have 3 businesses, $100,000 per business in 1 year. And that's just me being modest with the 3. What if I did it 10 times? What if I did it 20 times? You see how those numbers adding up here? You see how people get rich real quick? Just by that alone? This is a thing. It works. It's 100% legit. And if it don't change your life, I don't know. It's going to change your life. Your whole thought process. If your life doesn't change from this, it's something wrong. It's something wrong. Either you took the money and you blew it, which I wouldn't recommend you do that. But if this doesn't change your whole life, the life of your children, your parents, your sisters and your brothers, your whole house, if your whole house ain't changed off this $500, $250 for y'all though. For a limited time. But if your life doesn't change from this, you're doing something wrong. Like, and if you get the money and you're like, well, I think I want to blow it, please call me. I'll talk you off the ledge. I'll help you to tell you what to do with the money, how to build more money. And another thing I want you to keep in mind, because this thing is real and the money is real. So when you get this $100,000, know what you're going to do with the money. You have a year to figure that out. Know exactly where the dollar is going to be spent and how are you going to pay these people back? Don't take the money. Well, yeah, I'm about to buy me a crib with this. How are you going to pay these people their money back? You want to take that money and make sure you are able to make more money from it. And then when you're making money hand over fist, however you choose to do it. But make sure you're able to pay these people their money back. Because if you don't, your business credit will definitely plummet. Can't help you. After that, don't call me. I can't. I didn't know what to do. Don't call me. But seriously though, have a plan. Clear, concise, written out. What you want to do. Literally sit in a room by yourself, some little soft music playing, get your vibe going, and figure out what you want to do with your life. How you want to, how you want to be successful. What was your dreams? Like I remember when I was like 7, I wanted to be an astronaut. A lot of times life happens and we lose our dreams along the way. Sit back, go back to that 7-year-old kid you were. That 10-year-old kid when you was bubbling with imagination, your imagination was running wild and you had so much joy, you was ready to take on the world. Go back to that child. And what did you want to do? What makes you happy? And take that and run with it. But make sure you have a clear path on what you're going to do with this money to make more money to pay them people their money back. Okay, I know there was some questions, and I'll be going. I could talk about this all night, all day. So, did you have a question? Okay, did you have a question?
Oh, you answered it.
Oh, great. Anybody else have any more questions? No? Yes? Maybe?
You asked me.
Yay, me.
Check your phone for comments.
I'm sorry.
Check your phone for comments.
Oh, yes. Can you see if any comments on there?
It's a budget. How long you gonna do the 250 discount?
Great question, because I was talking so much I forgot to say that. So, And look, I'm new to this. I'm about to say the key word is. Yeah, so the coupon code is gonna be inspired. Spelled the way it sounds, inspired. If you hit me with that coupon code between now and my birthday, which is 2/21, I got you. 250. After 2/21, I'm going back to the 500. But I really want y'all to jump on this like ASAP. Act on this now. It is going to be a transfer of wealth from big corporations to small business. I don't know if y'all noticed the atmosphere, but it's happening already. It's happening already. Do y'all see it? Like the loans, the grants and stuff. People are taking the money in there, doing whatever they're doing with it. But if you use it to make more money, it's a transfer of wealth happening. I need y'all to take action now. It is no better way I can say it. Take action now, because we're talking about a year from now. Like, time flies when you're having fun. This year will be up super fast. You're gonna be sitting on 100 bands. I don't even think I realize how serious that is. 100,000 legal money. Dope dealers, legal money. Did y'all hear me? Okay, yeah, it's a thing. So until February 21st, 2/21. Oh, and that's the thing too. So 2/21/21. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? All right. So 2/21. That's when the coupon ends. Inspire is the code. You can inbox me. Business in a Bag. The number is 313-221-9455. You can catch me on the website www.businessinabag.info. Email me at admin@businessinabag.info. Facebook me at Business in a Bag. Instagram me at business_in_a_bag. Google me, like whatever you want to do. Like, I'm here though. I'm here for you guys, and I'm ready. Like, I hope y'all are ready to take off. Literally take off. Any more questions in there? Yeah. Anybody have any questions or concerns? Okay. Well, if there's no more questions, concerns, I would, if you guys come up with anything, you can inbox me. You can ask questions on this live. I'll jump back on and answer questions. I may even go back live once I charge my phone. Don't judge me. But yeah, like, I'm super excited you guys join me. And I really just pray and hope that I inspired you. Inspired you to take action, to move, to dream. Even if you just starting off just, oh, she just gave my inspiration back. Look at God. That's what I'm here for. Next step is action. But I hope I inspired you guys. I hope I gave you something to look forward to. Look at your kids and tell them we about to make it. Seriously. Tell my daughter all the time. She gonna motivate me to get up and do it. But tell your kids we about to make it. We about to happen. What we looking at now is a year from now they're gonna be like this. Luxury, Black people. We have to start doing we have to start getting our minds into luxury status. We so used to, surviving out here. It's time to elevate. It's time to elevate. No more questions. I'm here. My inbox is open. The comment field is still open. You can leave questions there. Like I said, I'll go back and answer them. If you have any private questions, you can inbox me. My number again, 313-221-9455. Business in the Bag, you guys.